Wine can be intimidating to a lot of people, and it doesn't have to be. Wine phrases can be intimidating to a lot of people. Knowing a little bit about them, though, helps people become a lot more comfortable with it. Consider two people at a cocktail party. Hi.
Hey.
What's your name?
Denise.
Hi, Denise. I'm Hank.
Hey, Hank.
Nice to meet you. Cheers.
Cheers.
What brings you here?
Oh, I just wanted to come for networking and meet some people.
Cool. Yeah. This place has pretty good wine. This is a really nice glass of Burgundy.
It really is. I get a great sense of terroir from this.
Terroir, you don't hear that all the time in conversation, but it comes up a lot in wine conversation, and it's a good word to know. It's a pretty simple word too. Terroir is the environmental factors that go into the growing of the grapes and making of the wine. The climate, the soil, the surrounding area. That's it. That's pretty simple. Getting a good sense of terroir means you're getting a good feel for what the weather was like, what the soil was like, what that whole general area is like. Not that tough. So you've been to any of the wineries down in your area?
I have. Yeah, actually, I do like to frequent some of the wineries in our area. They're really beautiful down there, and they have a lot of really nice events.
They're pretty nice.
Yeah.
What do you think of the wine?
It's really good. It's still got a pretty tannic quality to it. And
Tannic. What's that? If you're a tea drinker, you know that you get this chalky kind of taste in your mouth after you drink tea. And that's present in wine too. If you're a tea drinker, it comes from the leaves in the tea. If you're a wine drinker, it usually is coming from the skins, from wine that is fermented on the skin. So you'll find that in a lot of red wines, especially bigger red wines. Tannin's not a bad thing. Tannins give the wine some structure. They give it more ageability. And those tannins over time will kind of soften and tame, make for a much more interesting wine. It's not a bad thing to know. It's a good thing to be aware of when you're drinking a wine, if tannins are present or not. So that's what the tannic quality is, or isn't. What do you think?
it's got a nice nose.
Yeah.
Unlike some people I know. Nose.
What do we mean by nose? What do we mean by bouquet? It's really the scent. It's really what you're picking up from smelling that wine. You don't have to keep your nose buried in there forever, but just get a good sense of the smell, of the nose, of the bouquet. Why is that important? Because a lot of people feel that our sense of smell is directly tied into our sense of taste. The better we can smell something, the better we can taste it, the better tasting the wine will be. What do you think of this party so far?
It's a little stuffy.
A little stuffy, but
At least the wine has a great varietal characteristic.
varietal characteristic, what's that? Varietal characteristic means that the wine tastes like it's supposed to. That it has the characteristic that is specific to that grape or that style of wine. A varietal is basically a type of grape. Pinot Noir, Tempranillo, Chardonnay, Cabernet. So when we say that the wine has great varietal characteristic, it means that it has the characteristics that a Pinot Noir or a Tempranillo or a Cabernet should have. Another phrase that you're going to hear sometimes is varietally correct. Again, that means that that wine tastes like the grape, tastes like it's supposed to. That's all it means. And that's not a bad thing. A lot of mass-produced wines do not have varietal characteristic. So to me, a sign of a good wine is one that tastes like it's supposed to. So here's the thing about wine and wine terms. If somebody's throwing around a lot of wine terms, try to avoid them if you can. Really, ultimately, what's most important here is if you like the wine or not. And knowing the terminology, knowing about the wine just helps you. It helps to understand it better. But the bottom line is, do you like the wine or not? I want to thank Denise Petty for driving on up and hanging out with us and playing her role. Cheers. Thank you so much. Thank Zona to Grapes Unwrapped. Maybe next time we'll talk phenolic ripeness and carbonic maceration. See ya.